Have you ever worked with someone who made your entire day harder than it needed to be? Someone who talks too much, stands too close, asks the wrong questions, or simply doesn't understand that the workplace is not their personal stage. Well, today we are talking about unspoken etiquette rules, the ones that can make you look instantly more professional or completely tank your reputation without you even realizing it. And we are going to explore them through real stories of real coworkers. Let's call them A through F, each of whom taught a lesson the hard way. This is Coworker Red Flag. Unspoken etiquette rules everyone should know. Let's begin. Every workplace has that one person who seems to believe their grass is always greener. And if it is greener, they are going to tell you about it a lot. Let me introduce you to coworker A. A received a job offer from another company. We will call it firm X. Great opportunity, higher salary, fewer responsibilities. Amazing. Honestly, everyone would be happy. But they didn't just share the news. A flaunted it. Every time they ran into someone from their old job, firm Y, they'd go on and on. The work at firm X is so easy. My schedule is amazing. My pay is unbelievable. I can't believe people still work at firm Y. For months, every conversation was just a reminder of how much better A's new life supposedly was. But here is the twist. 1 year later, the firm X shut down. Suddenly, A was back at firm Y doorsteps, hoping to get rehired. But the enthusiasm was not mutual. A wasn't able to return to the same department. The bridge wasn't burned completely, but it was definitely signed and smoking. Etiquette lesson number 1. Never flaunt your luck. People remember how you act when things are going well. Confidence is attractive. Bragging is not. How to deal with A-type coworker? If they tell stories, that's fine. But the moment they start criticizing your workplace or spreading negativity, calmly shut it down. I don't need that negativity in my workplace right now. Simple, neutral, and effective. Next, we have coworker B. You know the type. Sharp tongue, tough exterior, reputation for being just brutally honest. New employees are even warned. Don't take B's comments personally. B is just like that. And sure, some people warm up after you get to know them. But there is a line between being straightforward and being rude. Clients complain too. B's directness was interpreted as aggressive, dismissive, or unprofessional. Etiquette lesson number 2. Being blunt is not a personality trait you get to hide behind. Kindness is not weakness, and professionalism is not optional. How to handle a B-type coworker? Oddly enough, politeness works wonders. When you stay calm, respectful, and collected, you take away the fuel that keeps their sharpness going. People like B often soften when they realize that words don't get the reaction they expect. Now, let's talk about coworker who doesn't know when to stop talking. Meet coworker C. C loves storytelling. Personal stories, long stories, stories with no ending in sight. Sometimes the stories are interesting, but usually they appear right at the wrong moment. Like when you're on a deadline, you're trying to get to a meeting, you're clearly packing up to leave. You are dropped hints by stepping away or looking towards your destination, yet she keeps going. To end the conversation, you almost have to interrupt with, "I'm sorry, I actually have something important I need to get back to." And honestly, no one likes doing that. Etiquette lesson number 3. Know when a conversation is over. Social awareness is a skill. Recognizing cues, body language, tone, eye direction is part of being considerate. How to deal with a C-type coworker? Always have a polite excuse ready. "My coffee is getting cold. Let me get back to it. I have to finish this before the deadline. I'll catch up with you later." Short, gentle, but direct works best. Some people get a little too close for comfort. Enter coworker D. D is friendly, warm, and also someone who completely forgets that personal space exists. D likes to stand close, really close, especially to new employees. D also has the habit of touching people's shoulder to get their attention. Now, for people who don't mind physical proximity, this may not feel like a big deal, but for people with larger personal bubble, this is uncomfortable, even stressful. Etiquette lesson number 4. Personal space is not optional. Everyone's comfort zone is different. When in doubt, stay at least one arm's length away. How to handle a D-type coworker? First, take a step back. Most people will mirror the distance. If they don't, have a private conversation, not public, not confrontational. Something like, "I'm not very comfortable with close contact. I'd appreciate a bit more personal space." Respectful, clear, and usually effective. Now, let's talk about coworker E. E curses a lot. Around employees, around clients, around anyone, really. And while some workplaces are casual, there is a difference between relaxed professionalism and sounding like you're narrating a pirate movie. People notice, clients notice, management notices. And here's the truth. Etiquette lesson number 5. Language matters more than you think. Your words shape people's perception of you, even when you don't mean anything by them. How to handle an E-type coworker. The situation usually requires management. It is making interactions uncomfortable or affecting client experience. Someone with authority needs to address it. You don't have to confront E directly unless they are speaking to you inappropriately. In this case, you can say, "Could we keep the conversation a bit more professional, short, neutral, and sets boundary?" Finally, let's talk about coworker with zero filter. Meet coworker F. F asks questions that should never be asked in workplace setting. Sometimes the questions are mildly professional but harmless. Other times they cross lines. For example, a question about someone's physical appearances in context that are inappropriate or too intimate. Etiquette lesson number 6. Curiosity is fine. Invasion of privacy is not. Just because something pops into your mind does not mean it should come out of your mouth. How to handle an F-type coworker. If the question is innocent and you feel okay answering, treat it like normal small talk. If it's inappropriate, that's not really something I'm comfortable talking about. That's personal. I'd rather not discuss that. No anger, no drama, just a boundary. Work etiquette isn't about being stiff or robotic. It's about creating an environment where everyone can focus, feel safe, and do their best work. And those stories from coworkers A through F show exactly why etiquette matters so much. Don't flaunt your good fortune. Don't bully people with honesty. Don't hold people hostage for long monologues. Respect personal space. Choose your words wisely. And think before you ask. Those are the unspoken rules that make workplace function smoothly. And if people follow them, we'd all have much better workdays. If you learned something today, subscribe, like, and share this video with your coworkers, especially the ones who might need a gentle hint. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.